wherever you may be in the world. Thank you for joining me for another edition of the Truth Conductor Show. Um, Man, this has been one of them off days today. 10 years ago today, my mother made her transition. And it's just been one of them off days today, you know? Just off, just off. And my daughter and I was talking about it last night, and as I was going through the day, I forgot about it, you know? But my day was off. I mean, I just didn't have it today. And, in fact, I left the White House early because it was just off. And went to the store, and my daughter said, "Wait, where you at?" I told her, she said, "I'm gonna come get you." I said, "Okay." And she says, today was 10 years ago today that mommy died. And I said, that's why my day been off. And I had forgot all about it, man. Something just wouldn't just sit right today. And this was the day, man. November the 7th, 2014, that my mom made her transition. And old girl used to get on my nerves, some kind of bad, boy. But I sure miss that woman, man. I ain't lying. You got your mama, boy, enjoy them days. Cause when she gone, it won't be no more. And I dream about my mama all the time. I do. I dream about my mother a lot. And in my dreams, I just feel her presence. I don't ever see her, but I feel her presence. And it's crazy. I just feel her presence. I don't actually see her, but I know that she's around. In my dream, I just know she's around. We might even be in the house where we used to live, but I just know she's around, but I never see her. But like I said, man, if you got your mama, man, count your blessings. Count your blessings. You blessed. If you still got your mother with you, you blessed. No matter how much she irritates you or get on your nerves or make you mad, man, you're gonna miss them days. I'm telling you. What's going on, gamer? Yeah, you're gonna miss them days. All right, but Trump, if he wanted to, could yeah, man, I'm telling you, it ain't nothing. Mine 10 years ago today. Yeah, my mama made her transition 10 years ago today. Sure did. Well, my mama had some problems with her kidneys too. So, as a matter of fact, she was on dialysis. So, and that's another thing that, that's why you had to take care of yourself, because she was on dialysis 3 times a week, and I always get on my mama about how she was eating. And she Ah, boy, leave me alone. Go to McDonald's and get me something. Bring me some of them pork skins and all that stuff. I'm like, Mama, you don't need to be eating all that stuff. And it caught up with her. It caught up with her. It did. It caught up with her. In the end, it caught up with her. You know, all them pig feets and Vienna sausages and South meat, all of that stuff, man. Caught up with her. Caught up with her. So, but she's in a better place now. You know, she's in a better place. So, but anyway, listen, with the votes that Trump got, let me tell y'all something. That live I had last night is the first time I have ever experienced anything like that. When I got off that live last night, I saw that I had over 2,700 people. I had over 2,700 views. Matter of fact, right now I think it's at, let me see how many views I got on that live I did last night. I think it's almost 3,000. Wait a minute. Let me see. 2,900 views that I got on that live that I did. I mean, I've never had any views like that ever on a live. Never. I've never had that kind of viewership. I don't know if the bots did me a favor. I don't know if the bots was working last night or what, but I was like, whoa. That's the first time I ever experienced something like that. But if Trump wanted to unite America, he's in the perfect position to do so. Because his base couldn't win this election by itself. They needed help. And they got help from Hispanic and black men. And if he wanted to unite this country, right now he could. They didn't vote for him. They're the reason, see, they're the reason. Like I saw something on Twitter where they was talking about ban all white folks, but you can't blame this election on just white people. And see, now this put Black Lives Matter in a awkward position. Now, how you gonna come out and protest against Trump when black men were responsible for him being there? Okay, all is well. B, all is well. All is well. You know, how you gonna come out and protest Black Lives Matter against Trump when black men were partly responsible for him getting where he is, for him winning? He could not have won if he didn't have the black and Hispanic vote, because his base wasn't strong enough. His base is strong, and they've been there, but his base wasn't strong enough to pull this off by themselves. And that's why I was saying yesterday, man, you know, to the Trump supporters, be careful how you talk to people, because you could be talking down to some of the very people that helped him get to that position. Because they ain't gonna walk around with no mega hats on. You know, these people voted in the closet. A lot of them voted in secret. So they ain't gonna walk around, you know, with their vote on their shoulder, on their sleeve. But if he wanted to bring this country together, man, this is the perfect opportunity. This right here is the perfect opportunity for Trump to unite the country, man. Get away from that foolishness and that division. And then I know you wanna get back at some people. Like I saw this guy. See, and I told y'all, I ain't worried about Trump. Trump don't bother me. It's the people that around him. And I saw where this dude told Letter James, we coming after your fat ass. If you still be trying to pursue your case, we gonna come after your fat ass. Okay? And that's the kind of, and that's under his umbrella. That's under his umbrella. So you got some people right now that's gonna be off on this revenge tip and trying to get even under his umbrella. And they in his name, and they got his backing. And this is what's gonna only further divide us. Okay? And now he said, man said that. A guy, I saw it on X. He told her, if you said Letter James, she's the Attorney General of New York. If you continue in your pursuit of him, we coming after your fat ass. That's just how he said it. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find that. Let me see if I can find that, cause I was like, man, that's uncalled for. That is just totally uncalled for. And right now, and see, and let me tell y'all something. He got say what you want, but right now, Donald John Trump got a lot of little dick energy around him. Let me say that again. Right now, he has emboldened that little dick energy, man. And them boys have been emboldened. What's going on, Luca? Loca, how you doing? Thank you for joining me. But serious. He could right now, and he's the one person that, first of all, they done voted for you. So if you really start talking to them and stop talking at them, they might listen to you. They just might listen. But if you're going to still be polarizing, pitting one against the other, you're going to miss a golden opportunity. And right now, Trump has a golden opportunity to unite America. Donald John Trump could unite America right now. And all he got to do is cut the bullshit out and get rid of them people that's around him that they got their revenge tip. You're talking about, if you're talking about closing down an agency, do you know how many thousands of jobs that is? Do you know the impact that's going to have? Do you know what kind of impact that you're going to close down the Department of Education? Do you know the impact that's going to have nationwide? That is not going to be good. And you're talking about you're going to, on day one, you're going to start deporting. Man, do you know the impact on the economy? You talking about you going to deport all of these immigrants. Who the fuck going to do the work? Let me ask that shit again. You going to deport all of these immigrants, as lazy as these goddamn Americans are. Who going to do the damn work? Bullshit. They would have. Jonathan, thank you for joining me. Talking about Americans. Well, how come they wasn't doing it anyway? That's the reason we got so many immigrants coming over here, because they trying to get jobs Americans no longer want. That's why they have been here. Because they trying to get jobs that Americans no longer want. When the last time you saw an American in the service? When the last time you saw an American out in the field picking fruit? When is the last time? When? Tell me, when the last time you saw an American doing some of that manual labor for little or nothing? You don't see that. You see them immigrants out there busting their ass. And you talking about you gonna send them back? Who gonna do the work? Because Americans, they ain't gonna, you ain't gonna pay them. Well, you ain't paying them but $5 an hour. Well, hell, when you used to getting $5 a day or less, $5 an hour is a gold mine to you. Just that simple. That's what I'm saying. And they do a damn good job too. It is cheap labor. It is cheap labor. So how you gonna replace it? What you gonna replace it with? Quality cars. Thank you for joining me. But right now, man, Trump got a chance to unite America with all of the votes that he got, because his base wasn't strong enough to win it for him. He needed some help. And he got it from black men and Latino men. Okay? That's where he got the help from. That took him over the top. Now, how Black Lives Matter gonna come and protest him when black men responsible for him being there? August. Okay? Thank you for joining me. Liam, thank you for joining me. Okay? So I'm just saying, you know, and you talking about you gonna start deporting? Shit, our economy gonna crash, man. Our economy, you talking about you gonna deport? Y'all, hold on, it's getting hot in here. But when I get up on my soapbox, boy, when I get up on my soapbox, man, I'm ready to dance now. But seriously, this is a golden opportunity for Trump to unite America. He got it. He done got the votes. He got them in his pocket. They got him where he wanted to be. And you still gonna divide the country? And you had people come together to get you what you wanted? And you gonna throw that away? Why don't you take advantage of it, Donald John Trump? Why don't you take advantage? Why don't you try to bring the country together? Because they done already voted for your ass. They got you back where you wanted to be in the White House. And the least you can do, man, is try to bring us together and stop dividing, pitting one against another. And let me tell you something. All right, listen to me. And I say this, I don't have no proof of it, but I don't think his presidency is gonna go the way he planning it. I think he gonna have a come to Jesus moment. And he gonna switch up, and his base is gonna be totally upset because he done switched up. Okay, because see, they on that revenge tip, they on that division tip, they on that us against them still. They still talking about Democrats, and Democrats were responsible for voting for your ass to get you back in the White House. And you don't know who voted for you. But you know you got a lot of Democratic votes. You got Donald John Trump, you got a lot of Democratic votes. Why are you still demonizing Democrats when they help you get where you're going? Okay? Why? Why not bring the country together? Man, instead of keep dividing us, keep pitting us one against the other. Why? I know that's been working for you in the past, but it's time for you to try something new. Because the same people you're demonizing are some of the same ones that help your ass get across the finish line. Some of the same people you're demonizing help you get where you want to be. Okay? No. See, here's the difference, man. You can't see. And see, this is the problem I have with that old fake ass no talking Jesse Lee Peterson. Okay, this is the problem I have with his fake ass, because you gonna lump everybody in the same boat. All women are this. All men are this. All black folk are this. Man, there's good and bad in everybody. Okay? There's good and bad in everybody. So you can't say all Democrats are bad when some help you get where you are. How you gonna turn around and say Democrats are bad when some Democrats help your ass get reelected? What about them? You overlooking them, okay? And see, and they just lump everybody together, and that's wrong. See, because you got good and bad in everybody. You got good white folk, you got bad white folk. You got good black people, you got some bad black people. You got some good Mexican, Latinos, you got some bad ones. How come the good people can't recognize other good people? See, that's my problem. See, good people are afraid of other good people, and they all believe in the same damn Jesus and scared to speak to each other. They scared to speak to each other and believe in the same Jesus. So it's time to start separating the good from the bad, okay? Okay? But see, they ain't treating us. Alfred, thank you for joining me. Jonathan, thank you for joining me. Okay, who I got? Luna. I got Luna up in here. I got August. Liam. Who else I got? Quality Cars. Man, I didn't see you come up in here, Quality. Jonathan, Loca. I got, and BKL, and Gamer. And them are the ones I can see. Okay, that's responding, that's interacting. Okay? But Angelo, man, I had a cousin named Angelo. One of my favorite cousins' name was Angelo. Who is that? Paradise. Cheeseburger. Lit Dog is in the house. Hey, Steven, I see you in here, boy. Yes, I do. Thank you for joining me. I see y'all. But no, man, we got a chance to. Brandon, thank you, man. Thank you for joining me. We gotta come to, sooner or later, man, we're gonna have to put this foolishness aside. If we gonna heal this country, we gonna have to put this aside. Blue Boy! I say the Democratic Party is the strongest place it's ever been. They have the chance to fully restructure themselves for the next election. Maybe we can finally get a party of good people. Listen, let me tell you something. See, you need to lay this defeat right at the feet of Joe Biden, because his old ass should have, from the jump, said he was only going to do one term. From the jump. He should have said, and you notice, and this is on the both sides, Republican and them old motherfuckers don't want to, look at Mitch McConnell. Don't want to let go. Nancy Pelosi, don't want to let go. See, that's the problem. We got these old motherfuckers up in there that once they get in, they don't want to let go. And seeing Joe Biden from the jump should have said, look, man, you've been vice president. So now that I'm president, I'm just going to do this one term. And I'm going to turn it over to the Democratic Party and let them go. What's that? T.S. Neck. Get off my podium. No, man. I don't have a podium. I got a damn soapbox. I ain't got no podium. I got a damn soapbox. I can't afford a podium. I got a soapbox. That's what I'm on. Alfred, and thank you for joining. Cheeseburger. I thought I was the only one who thought the lawyer thing was a petty as they did to Trump. Thank you. JSO Beef. Thank you for Little Dog. Thank you for joining me, man. Listen, y'all. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling you. See, later, the Democrats later this loss right at defeat of Joe Biden. Because Joe Biden didn't want to let go. And that's what held the party up. Mel Sanchez, thank you for joining me. They didn't. No, man. No. Hey, Lisa, Nicole, she up in here. All right, Chubbs, thank you for joining me. Let me see what you got. Oh, you retracted. August, you done took your message down. Okay. I was trying to read, but no, man, this is the problem. We got too many old folk on both sides of the aisles that don't want to let go. Scott, thank you for joining me, man. But see, if he had a went in and said, man, I'm just gonna do one term, the Democratic Party could have got their act together. Okay, they could have got their act together, but they didn't do that. And he held on too long. Hey, Biden should have from the jump, man, I'm only gonna do one term. Hell, after 50 years, what else the fuck can you do? After 50 years, you need to go sit your old ass down. You've been in politics 50 fucking years. What more can you do that you ain't already had the chance to do? Okay? All right? What else can you do? Nothing. Go sit your ass down after 50 years. Go sit down. Nobody should have to kick your ass out. You should be the first one to say, man, I got enough. 50 years, man, I didn't pay. That's over half your life. 50 years in politics, and you still trying to damn hold on. Let me see. Love or hate Trump, people need to stand up for at least part of what he stands for, which is the attempt to break the cycle we've been stuck in too long. But I agree with you, Stephen. But what I'm saying, what little dog say, hey, we want the dollar menu back. He promised that. Okay, but no, man. Listen. This man has a chance to unite the country right now. Okay, Bria, thank you for joining me. He got a chance. This is the damn it, Bobby. Dollar menu sounds right. Boy, y'all say that damn processed food ain't no good for you anyway. All it's gonna do is killing you. If they selling it for $1, you ought to know something ain't right with the food from the jump. You know, that's some processed shit you shouldn't be eating. And I used to work in McDonald's. Okay? So, but Wayne, thank you for joining me. I don't know, man. I don't think that his presidency is going to go the way that he anticipates. I just don't see it. I think he gonna have a come to Jesus moment. Something is gonna happen, and he gonna have a come to Jesus moment. Okay, and we gonna see. But right now, he's the only person that could unite the country, bring them together, stop this division, stop this us against them. Because like I said, man, that's good and bad in everybody. And see, and here again, man, I place this at the feet of good people. Good people. Evil has done a damn good head job on good folk, called good folk are scared of other good folk. They so scared they can't even recognize another good person. That's how messed up good people, man, they can't even recognize another good person. Can't even recognize another good person. And they both believe in the same Jesus. Okay? Okay? No. When you come to Jesus, it's too late. when you close your eyes, buddy, shit, you locked in, buddy. That's it. You ain't nothing you can do. It's only while you got breath in your body that you can change. Okay? That's the only time you're gonna be able to change. Okay? All right. Who can't tell you a single verse about what? Uh oh, okay. Well, um no, he didn't have a he didn't if he had a come to Jesus moment, he still wouldn't be talking the same. You see when you have a come to Jesus moment, you ain't gonna be the same. Something about you gonna change drastically. When you have a come to Jesus moment, man, something about you is going to, just like this, is going to switch. It's going to change. Okay? CeeLo, thank you for joining me. Thank you. Renee, thank you for joining me. I told you, Wayne, well, yeah, I gave Wayne a shout out. No, seriously, man. When you have a come to Jesus moment, that's something like this here gonna turn. It's gonna like a light switch, man. You ain't gonna be the same, and you ain't gonna be able to fake it. Galactic, thank you for joining me. You ain't gonna be able to fake it. You ain't gonna be able to fake it. Not at all. Well. Badass is in the house. Thank you, man. That was a dying engineer. Man, let me tell you something. Listen to me, y'all. Listen to me. If if assassin really wanted Trump dead, they ain't gonna miss. They ain't gonna miss. They really want him dead, they ain't gonna miss. Okay? They ain't gonna miss. Ain't gonna be. And see, they saw that boy. Big Rome. Thank you for joining me, brother. They ain't gonna let him well see here again. He couldn't turn the country red with his base. See, that's what y'all fail to realize. Okay? He could not turn the country red with his base alone. They wouldn't have been able to do it. Okay? They wouldn't have been able to do it with just his base alone. He needed help. And he got it. That's all I'm saying. Okay? He couldn't do this all with his own base because it ain't enough of them. It ain't enough. He needed some help and he got it. And now his base is turning on some of the very help that he got. Because they don't know who's who. They don't know who voted for and who didn't. Some of them bitter, the ones that's bitter, that's running around pouting, they ain't vote for him, but you don't know who voted for him. Okay? Well, here again, shit, man. David, man, thank you for joining me. Wayne say, so how you gonna hit a target 100 yards away? Shit, man, there's some jokers out there can hit a target a mile away. Okay, there's some jokers out there. Who is this here? Sabatelli, man, Saba. I'ma just call you Saba. Y'all coming up in here with some names I ain't never heard before. I'm Saba. Thank you for joining me. Shit, man, get out of here. Get out of here. Okay? They got. I guess this is supposed to be Beef Bezos or Jeff Bezos. So you got it backwards. Okay, you got it backwards. Okay, I see what you did. Yeah, you changed the letters. Well, here again. You know, if the establishment wants you, they gonna get you, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. Okay. All right. I see what you did, man. You changed them letters backwards. Okay. So no, if they got some professionals out there, but if they really wanted to kill Trump, he dead man. He dead man. I don't care how much Secret Service you got around here. He dead man. He dead man. Because I can say, shit, they got some snipers. Shit, they hit targets a mile away. A mile away. Okay? And by the time that bullet reach its destination, shit, they gone. Okay? They gone. So don't think that no, they ain't if they want him dead, shit, he dead, man. He dead. They ain't gonna send no amateur. They ain't gonna send somebody that's gonna get the job done. If they want him dead, he dead. It's just that simple. But and let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you something. Before, and I'm making this prediction, before the inauguration, January 20, 2025, Kamala Harris gonna be president, because Joe Biden is finally gonna slip on that banana peel he been standing on all this time. Okay? All right? See, that's what I'm saying. 18, but shit, if they want you, they gonna get you. They gonna get you. Believe me. Because they gonna send a professional out. They ain't sending no amateur. And them people that's been talking about they trying to sign, them was amateurs, man. They saw that boy that was up on the roof. They knew he was up there. Okay? Carol is in the house. Thank you for joining me. Carol, Indianapolis, Indiana. She said the country wasn't ready for a female president. I don't know that we're not ready. It's just that the female that was trying to run for president wasn't qualified. Let's be real about that. Okay? Okay? Let's I be looking for clapping emojis because Folden got a lot of wisdom. Man, thank you. Irish, thank you for joining me. Tyler is up in the house. Thank you, man. Thank you for joining me. Listen to me, y'all. It's not that the country is not ready. And I think this election is going to be a reset that we'll never see two candidates like this ever again in American politics running for president. I think this is the reset. Okay, we ain't gonna never see another disqualified female, because if she really was qualified and had her shit together, because right toward the end, she started acting like she had it in the bag. And that was a mistake. Okay, she started reading her own press and started believing that shit. So it wasn't that shit that we ain't ready. We put a qualified woman up there, and I guarantee you, she'll kick any man's in the ass, kick him right in his nuts. Sure enough, kick him right in his nuts. But see, we ain't gonna see right now. Listen. That's what I said. That's what I said. Okay, Suha, thank you for joining me. Okay, thank you. Thank you for joining. See, this is what I said from the beginning. Man, if Joe Biden had stated from the beginning, man, I'm only doing one term. One term, that's it. I'm out. It would have gave them a chance to get their act together, but he wouldn't do that. He held on, and he held on till it was too late. By the time he gave it, couldn't get no momentum. And see, and here's another thing. Because she was not qualified, the only reason she got the attention that she got was because they didn't have no choice but to back her. Okay? No, Carol, thank you for joining me. Yeah, no, Carol, she wasn't qualified. Everything. If you look at Kamala Harris' political career, everything she's gotten has been given. Well, if she was so qualified, she ran for president. Look at her performance when she was running for president. If she was qualified, the only reason she got the job, she attacked Joe Biden. And that's the only reason he picked her, because she was the one to attack him. Because everything that she's gotten has been given to her. And see, and here's the problem with Kamala Harris. They cannot fix her coming across. She got a fake laugh. Okay? She got a real fake laugh, and they couldn't fix it. They didn't know how to fix her coming across as being fake. Okay? And that was the problem. That was the problem. They didn't know how to fix her. She didn't know how to come across as sincere. Okay? Man, I told you, Priscilla, thank you for joining me. Who is this here? B-Mo Pimpin'. Thank you, man. It's up in the house. Dave 01. Thank you. That's what it was, man. And if she had won as president, you wouldn't have had access to her, because she's too easy to go off script. And see, and that goes to show you. Now I don't want to get all into. I'm not getting into what. Listen. Whatever your sex thing is, don't have a fucking thing to do with me. If you want to do that shit, that's on you. When you close your eyes, you gonna have to deal with that, not me. Okay? You can screw whoever you want to. I don't care. I can tell you, Nicole. Thank you for Nicholas. I can tell you my opinion, but you do whatever the hell you want to. Okay? All right, you can do whatever the hell you want to, because at the end of the day, when you close your eyes, how you live, what you did, ain't gonna impact my life. It's gonna impact your ass. Okay, so that's how I do. I got a music. Well, shit. Tramian coming up in here, boy. You know what? I'm a. So what? You better scratch him. I don't know what you're telling me for. They probably little anyway. You're probably coming up in here with some little balls anyway. So shit. Can you find them? You talking about they itching? Can you find them? Shit, you might not even be able to find them. You see, you stepped in that. I didn't. Okay, but who is this? Dad Juju is up in the house. I got who is this? Beretta Abinall. Thank you for joining me. Let me see what this message is. Well, again, but you got to show. But see, listen. If you ever take some medication, You know, one of the side effects is they ask you, have you thought about suicide, killing yourself with a lot of this medicine that they take in? And see, you got all of these people going under all these different thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. You got all these people that's getting all this medication and all these operations, and that medication that they taking, man, is driving them crazy. It's driving them crazy. There's side effects to that medication. And you think you're going to be happy? You know, all these women that's going down here getting these BBLs, these big old butts, these fake butts, instead of getting their fat ass out there and exercise to get it fat, they going to go and get an operation. You think they ain't on medication? You think they ain't taking some kind of medication? And you wondering why a lot of these people are going off, a lot of these people are tripping, okay? Because of the medication that they're taking. Because you listen to some of this stuff, they'll tell you the side effects. They'll tell you the side, and you taking 2 and 3? Shit, your ass gonna be crazy as a Bessie bug. You're gonna be crazy, depressed. Because now the shit ain't going the way you thought it was gonna go. Okay? Yeah, thank you, Luna. Hit the like button and subscribe. Hell, I should be up at 1,300. Boy, I'm telling you, last night, man, I'm telling you, I looked at the thing today and it had almost 22,900 views. Okay? See, here's Dramian said, my dad killed himself 2 years ago and he was on antidepressant and anxiety, man. And look at Big Pharmacy, man. Look at the money that Big Pharmacy is making off of medication. Look at the money they're making off of medication. Okay? Look at the money they're making. And you think they give a damn because you kill yourself? It's just somebody else gonna get in line, man. So and see, Godspeed. Thank you, man. Pete Fister, thank you for joining me. Okay. That's not the problem. You have no idea. Oh, really? Why don't you enlighten me? Enlighten me. Enlighten me. What is the problem? Okay? Since that ain't, what is the problem then? Come on, cause let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. If the medication ain't the problem, what is? And you gonna tell me that some of these people that are snapping out here ain't snapping because they on medication? Okay, you thinking that medication ain't causing them to snap? See, and that's the one thing we don't talk about. A lot of these folk coming out here committing these heinous crimes. See, we ain't talking about what kind of medication are they on. Are they on any medication? See, we ain't asking that question. We just looking at their ethnicity. Are they on any medication? If so, what kind? And it's that medication that's making people snap, because it'll tell you the side effects, okay? All right? Okay? I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Well, I said don't hate each other because you disagree. That's stop hating each other because you disagree. Because somewhere along the way, y'all, we've gotten hate and disagreement to mean the same, and they don't. When we disagree, I run into that all the time. I be down at the White House, and some of these media people come over to me. Sir, can you turn your music down for about 10 minutes? And I no, I can't. You coming down here to get paid. This is how I keep my head above water, and you want me to sit here for free for 10 minutes while you get paid? Absolutely not. Absolutely no. No, 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 no. See, and the smart ones will come up and say, hey, true conductor, I'm putting a bucket in. Here's a donation. Can you give us 5 minutes? No problem. But for you to come up and ask me to do something for free and you getting paid? Oh, hell no. I said, I know already you don't respect what I'm doing. If you think I'm going to sit there for free while you going to come down here and make some money, oh, no. Let me see what we got. Okay, let me put that in. Okay. Pete, what? How do you saying who's being an asshole? Come on, Pete, let's talk. Who's being an asshole? Who's being an asshole? We just talking real talk, man. Look at a lot of these rappers, a lot of these young people, man, that's hung up on all of these different drugs and all this lean and all of that shit. You know, go up to Baltimore and see how some of them people in the street, man, let me tell you, and I Baltimore, I ain't got nothing but love for you, cause when my mom first came up here, she came to Baltimore, and I was in Alabama, and she didn't want me to come with her, and I was really upset because my mama wouldn't bring me to Baltimore with her. She left me in Alabama, and after, today is the 10th anniversary of my mother's death today. And right after she died, me, my daughter, and my grandson went up to Baltimore, and we was just kind of cleaning around doing some cleanup, man, in the city, because that's where my mama started. And man, I saw people shooting up, doing all kinds of drugs. And I told my daughter, I said, when I was really upset that mama wouldn't let me come with her, but boy, if she was alive right now, man, I'd give her a big old hug and a kiss and say thank you for not bringing me in this shit right here. Because, I would have been fucked up for real. That was the best decision she made, was to let me stay in Alabama with my grandmother and she go to Baltimore. And I'm telling you, I saw some shit that I just couldn't believe. I saw some shit I couldn't believe. And I said, man, I'd tell my mama right now, man, thank you, baby. Thank you for not bringing me up here in this shit. Because all I saw was getting out of Alabama and not realizing that I would have been jumping into the fire. Country boy coming up to the big city, man, they ate my ass up. They ate my ass up. That's serious. So, Baltimore ain't nothing to play with, buddy. Baltimore ain't nothing to play with. For real. And you see some shit. You see some shit going on up in there. Yes, sir. Ain't no joke. And you see a lot of these people, right? I'm talking about, man, I used to manage a McDonald's. And one of the McDonald's that I managed was at New York Avenue and Florida Avenue. It was a double-decker, open 24 hours a day. And boy, them jokers would come in there, and they had that lean. And they just be leaning and catch themselves, and start all over again. That's how high they was, boy. They be leaning over just like this here, and then could never walk up straight. Always had one of these here. Could never stand up straight. And boy, when they get that lean, when they stop that high hit them, and they start getting into it, boy, they get to leaning. Ain't gonna fall. Shit. And them motherfuckers would not fall. They would not fall. Wouldn't fall, but boy, they be leaning. I mean, they be, and you can still see that now. Okay. So you enjoy being an asshole. You know, if you think I'm an asshole, man, get gone. Why are you up in here? If you think I'm being an asshole, why you want to be around me? And that's the last time I'm gonna let you say something negative up in here. If you don't want to come in and add nothing to the pie, then get the fuck on up out of here. Okay? And that's the last time. Matter of fact, let me see who you are. Let me see who you are. Let me see who you are. Yeah, let me see. Let me see who you are. Let's see here. No, that's not what I want. We want to go live. Here we go. Let's see. Where you at? Let's see who this is. Let me see who this is. Hey, Charles, thank you for joining, man. They never fall, never fall, never fall. Where you at? Let me see. Let me go back here. I can't find you. Can't find you. Okay. Oh, David. No, this is my brand, man. It's not. Oh, here we go. Here we go. No, David. That's my brand, man. I used to drive for Metro, and when I started working for myself, I just decided to get my own uniform, and this is what I came up with. And people would start asking me if I was a conductor. And because I did the Black History of DC, that gave me an excuse to get a car. Yeah, I'm a conductor on the Underground Railroad. I do the Black History of DC. And then one day, I was really missing my wife, man. My wife is in the Philippines. And we used to talk in the park. And I went and sat in the park where we used to talk. And one day, all I heard was Truth Conductor. And when I heard it, man, I was like, whoa, that's just how it hit me. When it hit me, I'm sitting in my car and I was like, whoa, because people used to ask me if I was a conductor. And then I got on my phone to see if the domain name was available, and it was, and I bought it. And see, and let me tell y'all something. If you get an idea that you like, the first thing you want to do, first of all, make it as short and sweet as possible so it's easy to remember. Put .com on the back of it and see if the domain name is available. If the domain name is available, buy it. Buy it. Buy it. And that's what I did. You know, and then about a week later, the definition of Truth Conductor came. Nothing but, and see, both my daddy and my mama was a preacher, and I didn't want to get in the pulpit. So when God gave me Truth Conductor and the definition, just a messenger from God. So I'm still. I'm still preaching, but I just ain't in a pulpit. I'm just not in a pulpit. Okay, I'm out in the street. But that's all. Anybody can be a true conductor. I just so happen I look like a conductor. I look the part. You know, that's my brand. So I just ran with it, man. And when I first started, I didn't even have this font on the side. I didn't change the font 2, 3 different times on this time. When I first started out right here, I had DC Black Tours. Then I went to TruthConductor.tv and found, I said, you know what? Let me just go with Truth Conductor, because if they Google that, they'll be able to get all my social media. I'm 71. Let me see who I got up here. Facts don't change minds. Thank you. Cardamello. Thank you for joining me. BMO Pimpin. I see you. Hey, Charles. Thank you for joining me. Memet. Thank you. Thank you. Charles, let me see who else I got. Hades! It's hot as Hades up in here. Thank you for joining me. Suha! Thank you, thank you. Let's see, Leo, I see you up in here, man. The 2A tree climber. God damn. 2A tree climber. Boy, thank you for joining me. Who else we got? We got anybody else? I think I got everybody. Okay, man, thank y'all for joining. Seabass! No, I'm 71, man. I'm 1953. Oh, shit. 1953, man. Bruh, thank you for joining me. Thank you. I appreciate it. I just, never been drunk a day in my life. And do I think Trump will pardon Diddy? No, I don't think so. Then again, you never know. If he throw him enough money, he might. Depends on how much money they give him. Because, right now, because of the immunity that he has, he could buy him. And nothing could happen to Trump, because, the Supreme Court gave them all kinds of immunity. Okay? So he's going to get paid. I mean, Trump is going to come up in there and get as much money as he possibly can in that president's office. He gonna get some money. And now once he get it and you can't do nothing, he could sell secrets. And nothing could happen to him. Because it was in the act of business of doing his duties. Nothing can happen to him. That's just, the Supreme Court gave him that. All right? So Soldier 70, thank you for joining me. Bro, just quit yapping. You ain't know what you're talking about. No, the president is going to be rich. Robert, man, thank you for joining me. B Pro. Shit, I wouldn't take a fee either if I'm getting millions of dollars. Fuck that little 400,000 they getting when I can get over here and get 100 million. You think I'm gonna worry about that little 400,000, man? Come on, get real, man. Get real, okay? Trump won, bitches. Get real. Freedom 1776 is in the house, man. Get real, man. The man. Look at all the money that he made from these foreign countries, and you think he worried about $400,000? Come on, man. Come on. That 400,000 ain't nothing. Matter of fact, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me do it like this. Here. So since y'all think this ain't possible, how much money? Let's see. During his presidency, Trump reported over $1.6 billion of outside revenue and income from his companies. And you think he worried about $400,000? Okay? Listen. During his presidency, Trump reported over $1.6 billion of outside revenue. And you think he worried about $400,000? Okay? And you know who making the most money off of Trump? Let me tell you who making the most money off Trump? China. All his merchandise is made in China. He ain't made in America. It's made in China. All of his merchandise, if you got some, look at it and see, ain't it made in China? Made in China. Okay? Lone Wolf. Okay? Okay. Well, going on, man. With a name like Lone Wolf, get out of here. Okay? Shit. If it's made in, put a picture up and show us. If it's made in China, put a picture up and show it. Hey, Robert, thank you for joining me. Thank you, man. Thank you. This is my brand. This is Truth Conductor brand. You know, I'm just trying to get one of my ideas to work, man. You know, I told you the day been a rough day because my mom died 10 years ago today, and it's just the day been off. I should have stayed home, but I didn't. Orion, thank you. Yes, made in China. They all say that's what I said, man. That all his merchant China done made more money off Trump than anybody. Okay, no, it ain't made in America, man. It's made in China. Don't lie. Okay, don't lie. It's made in China. You go back and look at it. It's made in China, man. I was a street vendor. I pay attention to shit like that. Okay. All right. Well. If you say, well, I tell you what. Let's see. Google. This is one thing I like about Google. Where. That's what I like about Google. You can ask Google anything. The president and his daughter largely manufacture Trump-branded products in countries like China, Indonesia, Turkey, and Canada. Okay? All right? Okay? That's, you can ask Google anything and they'll tell you. Okay? All right? So again, I started this out. Trump has the golden opportunity to unite the country. Okay? Okay? All right? Trump has the golden opportunity right now to unite the country. Because his base couldn't get him back in the White House alone. They needed help, and they got it. They got it. And right now, Trump is the one person that can unite the country. Okay? All right? Self-identified billionaire is in the house. Okay? You use Quant. Okay, well, I have to look that up. You know when you get stuck in your way. when you get stuck in your way, boy, it ain't like, okay. I'm wondering, since I am live now, let's see if it's saying how many views this live has gotten. Oh, it says 94 watching. Okay. It says 94 watching. All right. Okay. I got 105 up here. Seabass. Jabifus. And see, that's another question. Do you think Elon Musk spent all these millions of dollars and don't want nothing in return? Orion, thank you for joining me. Robert Lowry, Dosh Khan got on that Robinhood platform. If you don't know what you're doing, it's a good one for newbies. She's, I mean, regardless of what she is, regardless to what she is, all right. K Doggy, thank you for joining me. Kitty Brooks, thank you for joining me. But see, this is what we need to get back to, Made in America. See, we need to get back to Made in America, man. That's what we need to come back to. Esteban, thank you for joining me. Fuck Biden. Slinky is in the house. Thank you for joining me. Self-identity. I'm going to try Duck, Duck, Go. Okay. Whatever floats your boat, man. I mean, I'm not one to try to tell anybody. Little guy, thank you for joining me. But right now, with Trump getting as many popular votes as he got, man, he should try to unite the country. He should try to bring everybody together instead of tearing them apart, instead of pitting them against each other. See, we need to start separating the good from the bad, because there's good and bad in everybody. Okay? There's good and bad in everybody. All right? Hey, Cucumber, thank you for joining me. Esteban, thank you for joining me. It's in the house. Thank you for joining me. Unknown Outcast. He isn't fearing anything apart. He is Tam. Yeah, he is, man. Come on, you got to be Ray Charles if you can't see that, because I think Stevie Wonder can see. I don't think Stevie Wonder is blind. I'm telling you, I don't. I was watching this program and somebody was on stage and they walked by Stevie Wonder and the mic fell and he caught it. That joker can see. Now I ain't so sure Stevie Wonder is, but Ray Charles, if you can't see it, Ray Charles can see that. I go with Ray Charles being blind, but Stevie Wonder, I don't think so. Okay, but again, man, I think this is a golden opportunity for us to finally try to come together. And I don't think Trump's presidency is going to go the way he plans. And again, Trump is not my worry. It's the people that are around him that I worry about. Because like I said, they had a guy on X today, and he said to Letitia James, who is in New York, he said, if you don't get your act together, Philly Steaks, thank you for joining me, we gonna put your fat ass in jail. And see, it's them people, all that little dick energy that he got around him that I'm worried about. Okay? That's what I'm worried about. All of them folk that got their own agenda in his name. Okay? They got their own agenda in his name. Them the ones I'm worried about. Okay? All right? Them the ones I'm worried about. Okay? So what's going on, Philly Steaks? That's gonna be the problem, man. That's gonna be, and see, all you got to do is butter him up. And you can get anything you want. All you got to do is butter him up. Okay? And you can get anything you want from him. So, but that's as far as the Diddy, I never thought about that. I'm sure his lawyer is looking at what he can do. You know, I'm sure, cause see, that's what one thing about you can say about Donald John Trump. He ain't got no guardrails. He ain't got no guardrails, buddy. Shit. He ain't conventional. He don't mind going off in the weeds. And if somebody give him enough money, shit, he gonna take it. He gonna take it. It's just that simple. Okay? All right. Sleeping Giant. No, I ain't missing no train, man. This is my brand. See, I keep telling y'all, man, isn't it interesting that a lot of people think I'm a conductor? Isn't that interesting? Okay. I'm full of it. Really? Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Well, you know, if I'm full of it, then it's going to get on you because you up in here. Okay. Shit, they all need money, man. Who don't need more money? Come on, stop lying to yourself, man. Stop lying to yourself. They ain't never got enough money. They ain't never got enough money. Ain't never got enough money. Okay? They ain't never got enough money. I don't care. If they had enough money, then why they keep gouging you? If they got enough money. They want more. Because they let lifestyle demands more. See, you got to realize they ain't living your lifestyle. See, you looking at this from your lifestyle. No, their lifestyle, they got expenses. Okay? Insurance. You know, they got maintenance. They need money. You know, did you know that he's funding his own transfer team? Okay. He's keeping the little dicks out of the transfer team. Wait and see if they go after him harder, then you know he's on the right track. Well, see, here's what you got to remember. Here's what you got to remember. Here's what you got to remember. Again, it's easy to manipulate Trump. It's real easy because all you got to do is butter him up. And see, and y'all talking about he don't need money, but shit, man, look at that airplane. You think that airplane don't cost him a whole bunch of money? You think the maintenance on that plane don't cost him a whole bunch of money? You think all them different houses he got with the insurance and all of the other expenses, the maintenance, you know, you think that's shit. He probably putting out 10, 15 million a month, maybe or more in just expenses. In just expenses. You got to look at his expenses, and he got his wife, his children, and all the rest of them. Come on, man. All them golf courses, that their expenses come with that. So it's going to eat up a lot of the money that he's making. Okay? All right. So I'm just telling you, look at all of the properties that he got all over the world and look at his expenses, and you'll see a lot of that stuff is eating up his money. Okay, Maxie, thank you for joining me. Um, Shit, you talking about LLCs on that stuff. What do you think? And where the money coming from that the LLCs are generating? Well, y'all show coming up in here doing okay, here you go. I'm a Trump. Anyway, listen. If that's what no real man envies another man who's envies, I don't listen. First of all, I don't envy no man's dick. Okay, I don't have to envy it. I could whip my dick out on OnlyFans right now and go get rich overnight. But look at me. I'll be embarrassing my wife, degrading myself. I could whip my dick out right now and get paid if I want to. I ain't got no problem with that. That's why I can talk about these motherfuckers with little dicks. See, because if I wanted to get paid, I could open me an OnlyFans page right now and get paid, buddy. Get paid. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about that. So I ain't got to, I ain't got to prove it either. But then look how the embarrassment that I'm bring on my wife. Now she's embarrassed. And I got to degrade myself to get some money. No, man, I'm gonna come out here and use my head. I'm gonna use this head. This is the one I'm gonna use, okay, to try to get my money. Shit, I ain't trying to get there on my dick. If I wanted to get there on my dick, I could have been doing that. No problem. That ain't no problem. And if you think I'm lying, find some of them girls I done dated and ask them. Okay? All right? Anyway, no, but I want to just get them straight. I'm not sitting in here talking just to be blowing hot air. I can bag my shit up. Okay? It's just that simple. But again, listen, we talking about trying to come together, man. Trying to bring people together. I ain't trying to separate nobody. I ain't trying to, I can talk, I can afford to talk. If you got a little dick, you got a little dick. That's your issue. It ain't mine. That's your issue. It ain't mine. Okay? Well, again, history is going to show us. One thing about history ain't going to lie. Okay? History ain't going to tell no lie. It ain't going to lie. And see, we got a whole lot of shit. Look at Israel going to drag us off into World War III. Because, see, you got Americans thinking that the Israel in the Bible is the Israel today, and it ain't. Them some thugs over there in Israel. And they going to drag us into a war that we don't even want to be a part of. He going to deal with that. And Putin got him in his back pocket, so Ukraine is fucked. See, Ukraine is fucked. Okay? All right? It is. So if the best thing that you can do, man, is try to get you something that'll work for you. That's the best thing you can do right now, is find you an idea that'll work for you so you can be able to manifest the kind of lifestyle that you want to live. And that's what right now, that's what it's all about, man. Being able to manifest the kind of lifestyle that you want to live. Okay? And see, and if you can't take off for 2 or 3 years and not worry about how your bills gonna be paid and your shit getting repossessed, then you in good shape. But the average person can't take off 2 weeks without having to go back to keep from getting behind. And notice, the rich is still getting richer, but you don't know a rags to riches story. You notice that? But the rich is still getting richer. But if I ask you, name a rags to riches story, you don't have one. Okay, but again, I started this conversation off saying that, Trump is in a golden position right now to unite the country because of the popular vote. See, Esteban said honestly he can't take off a week. Okay, Titan Brew is up in house. Say 59-year-old, fully retired for the last 8 years, enjoying my ample free time here in Southwest Florida, scuba diving and fishing. So what'd you retire from? What'd you do? What did you do? What'd you do? Titan Brew? What'd you retire from? Owned an asphalt paving business, ran it for 25 years, and sold into retirement. Yeah, you did you put the work in. But most folk don't have a business to sell. Titan, that's what I'm trying to say, man. Most folk ain't got that. Okay? Most folk don't have that opportunity. Most folk don't get that. Most folk are afraid to even pursue their ideas, let alone sell one. Because they don't see people. See, and that's the one thing that we don't. You notice that foreigners can come in here and live the American dream quicker than Americans can. So put my wife through medical school and she's practicing here in Naples area. Somebody work. Hey, see, everybody ain't that lucky, man. Shit, you hit the lottery. Okay? You hit the lottery. That's what you did. You hit the lottery. But most folks don't hit the lottery. They miss. They don't hit the lottery like that. Because even if they help somebody get on their feet, they end up dumping them for somebody else. So you lucky, man. How long you been married? How long you been married, Titan? How many years you been married? Just out of curiosity. Hard work. Married 40 years. Okay, well, man, that's good. Shit, I hope you get to 10, get to 50. I hope you get to 50, man. I hope you get to 50. I hope you get that 50 in good health. I pray you get to 50 in good health. That's 10 more years. I hope you get it. I sure do. Cause people don't stay married that long. Okay? They don't believe in marriage that long. They microwave. Ain't working. I'm out. See you later. I'm out. Next. They get a divorce and shit. Less than a year later, married again. They ain't even healed from the first thing. And that's what you get. Man, if you just heal. Take some time, be with yourself. But man, congratulations, 40 years, man. I tip my hat to you. I tip my hat off to you. Okay, Sack. I was shocked too. I was shocked too. I'm 71. 71. 71 years young. That's how old I am. 71 years young. Yeah, 71. That's me. Yeah, and still, and still working too, boy. It's still working. Everett, thank you for joining me. It's still working. Yes, indeed. 10 grandchildren. Wow, man. That. Thank you. I got 3. I got 3. So I'm grateful. January, I'll be 72. 72 years young in January. Yes, I will. And man, let me tell you something. Um, 2 days before as you see, I'm in a hotel. You know, I believe in my message. Stop hating each other because you disagree. I believe in it. I believe in it because I could fit that. I could put that message anywhere in the world and it'll fit. I believe in it. That's why I ain't trying to give it up. That's why I'm going through this hell. But 2 days before my 70th birthday, man, I got evicted. And praise God, a hotel caught me. I could have been living in my car. But a hotel caught me. And when I first got in this hotel, man, it was a struggle. I was going day to day. And God blessed me. And you know, now I'm just trying to make my wife proud, man. So I've been married 5 years. I got married in March of 2019. And in June of 2019, because we missed a deadline for extending my wife's visa, I said, go back, baby. I'm gonna come get you. Cause I didn't want her looking over her shoulder, and I didn't want to be looking over my shoulder because my wife overstayed her visa. And we didn't see the pandemic coming. And we've been separated for 5 years, man. And when I took my wife to the airport, my wife said, baby, just make me proud. I ain't never had a woman tell me that. And I said, you got it, girl. You got it. That's what I'm going to do. And I just put my head down. You know, I got DCBlackTours.com. I got TruthConductor.tv. I got a hop-on, hop-off shuttle on my website. I got my brand, Truth Conductor. And let me show y'all. This is me in 2000, the African tabletop. And when we had when they was giving out the stimulus checks, man, I went and the African tabletop came. I bought the domain name again, and I had my dishes designed. And you know, I got a lot of people telling me, "Oh man, you know them dishes just on paper, but everything you got started on paper." And 2025, I'm gonna launch this line. I'm gonna launch it. Yes, I am. I'm gonna launch my own dinnerware line. And see, and I ain't talking about the accessories. This is just a dinnerware. I haven't even got to the accessories that's gonna come with that. I haven't even got to the accessories. Shoot, I got a whole bunch of ideas up in my head. Man, I had some money. I'd be out of here. Okay? All right? I'd be out of here. No, but see, here again, man, they're immigrants coming here living better than me. And I'm born and raised right here in America. I got positive ideas. Man, I just don't get no support being positive. A lot of y'all done seen me. Man, let me show you. So that you can see that. See, a lot of y'all done seen me and just don't recognize, oh, that's him. I remember that guy. Let me show you. Let me show y'all how I started out before I started using stop hating each other because you disagree. I got it from doing my Black History Tour sign. I'm trying to find, hold on a second here. Y'all done seen me. Done seen me like, oh yeah, I remember seeing this guy. And man, I couldn't tell you the hatred that I got for just trying to promote my business. I can't tell y'all the hatred I received for just trying to promote my business, man, taking advantage of free advertisement. That's all I was doing, was taking advantage of some free advertisement. That's all I was trying to do. Because I knew that, sure, I finished high school. Absolutely. Uh, thank you, Titan. Thank you. Absolutely, I finished high school. Yeah. Didn't finish college. You know who messed me up? You know who messed me up with college? I had a friend who was a disc jockey, Tall Paul, in Birmingham at Win Radio Station. And I was driving a little bug, and I used to pass by Win every day. And he said, "Hey, you in that green Volkswagen? Come over here." And I went and I met him. And one day he introduced me to A.G. Gaston. At the time, A.G. Gaston was this old man. I'm talking about him, and there his picture is right there. This is A.G. Gaston right here. And he chewed on cigars. And he said, I asked him, I said, "Mr. Gaston, I just want to know, with the limited education that you had, how did you do what you did?" And he was chewing on that cigar, and he said, "Sonny, let me tell you something. All I had to do was learn how to get good people to do the shit I need to be done and keep my eyes on them. I don't have to know how to do all that shit. I have to know how to pick good people." And that fucked me up, man. When he told me that, I'm like, that's the secret? Being able to pick good people? Shit. In school, man, I wanted to be, work for myself. I just wanted to work for myself. No, Twisted. Thank you for joining me. No, I'm not a train. That's my brand. It's True Conductor. People used to say that I look like a conductor. So I developed the True Conductor, which is nothing but a messenger from God. Okay? That is the same on picking your wife. I met my wife. I don't work on Saturdays now. I don't do nothing on Saturdays. And in 2014, this one Saturday, I wasn't trying. I couldn't get no rest, man. I just could not get any rest. And I had this hotel that I used to go hang around and get business. And I said, man, let me go down here and see what's going on at this hotel. And as soon as I walked in the door, the manager was talking to my wife and pointed at me and said, "That's him right there." And I threw my hands up. I said, "Whatever it is, I didn't do it." And the guy that she had made an arrangement to take them to this mall didn't show up. So when she told me what he had agreed to do the job for, I told us, I'm sorry, I can't do that. I can't, I'm sorry. I can't help you, ma'am. And my wife balled her fists up, just like that. And I said, "Girl, that's my grandmama's fist. I'm gonna marry you." That's how I met my wife. And 4 years later, we got married. That's how I met my wife. That's how I met my wife. My wife balled up her fists, and it looked just like my grandmama's fist. And I said, "Girl, that's my grandmama's fist. I'm gonna marry you." That's how I met my wife. And the Bible say, he who finds a wife finds a good thing. I found my wife. My wife didn't find me. I found her. Okay? That's how I found my wife. And then when we went to this mall, one of the people in the group died, had a heart attack and died. And we sitting around waiting, and then everybody's phone went off that this guy had a heart attack. And we went around, went to the hospital, and I'm with them all night long now. And when we got back to the hotel, she said, "Can I get a receipt?" I said, "Yeah, look in my glove compartment right there and give me." And she opened up my glove. She said, "Man, you need to clean this shit up." She said, "You need to clean this shit up." And I said, "Well, why don't you do it?" And she said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I've never said anything like that in my." And I said, "I told you, girl, I'm gonna marry you. I'm gonna marry you." I told my when I first met, I didn't know her from Adam, and I told her, "I'm gonna marry you." And that's how I met my wife. That's how I met my wife. And that's exactly how I met my wife. My wife tried to get me to do something, and she twisted this boy arm. She twisted his arm. I see why he didn't show up. Yeah, because she twisted his arm. And I'm like, I can't do that. I'm sorry. I ain't doing that. No. And she did this here. I said, "Girl, that's my grandmama's fist." Because my grandmama had a fist. She had a punch like a mule. I'm serious. My grandmama hit you, and she wasn't like but 4'9". 4'9". That's how tall my But if she punch your ass, she'll knock you out. And Miss Cora, shit. My grandmama punch you, she gonna knock your ass out, buddy. She gonna knock you out. Okay? Okay? Yeah, I'm telling you. Well, the Bible, matter of fact, it's in I think it's Proverbs. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you exactly. I tell you exactly. I got my axe right here. I always keep my Bible handy. I always keep it handy. It's in Proverbs. Proverbs is one of my favorite books in the Bible because it has a chapter for every day of the month. There are 31 chapters in Proverbs, and when you don't have 31 chapters, you can just go keep reading until you catch up. But this is Proverbs chapter 18 and verse 22. It says, "He who finds a wife finds a good thing and attains favor from the Lord." That's Proverbs 18:22. And 21 says, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruit." See, and a lot of y'all don't realize some of the words you be saying, man. Death and life is in the power of the tongue. It really is. And you be speaking death over yourself with all the negativity. That's why you shouldn't get involved in gossip, because it ain't good for you, because you're sowing some seeds. Okay? All right? Indeed. Thank you for joining me. All right? So no, that's how I met my wife, man. That's how I met my wife. And like I said, and I married an old-fashioned Filipino. I married an old-fashioned. Matter of fact, let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. I'm not gonna show her whole face, but that's my wife. This is the first time we met. This $5 bill, the first time we walked down the street together as husband and wife, we both saw this $5 bill at the same time. We both saw it at the same time. Somebody had dropped a $5 bill in the street, and we both saw it at the same time. And I put that $5 bill in the picture when I first met her. Sure did. Yes, indeed. And one day, I'm going to be able to introduce her to y'all. Say, man, this is my wife. This is the woman I've been talking about. right here. Uh, okay, Esteban say, shout out to my wife Shelly. She's heavy-handed as well. Got to be to deal with me. Yeah, man, man. When I was doing my tours, my wife would say, "Honey, why don't you get them tours up? Why don't you get them tours up? Give them up. They ain't working." And I said, "No, girl, that's my baby. I created these. I ain't giving, this is what I created. Ain't nobody give me, I created them tours. I took the black history that I knew of DC and made tours. I made tours. Cause when Metro stole my job, I had my CDL. I said, man, I might as well go on and start me a limo business. I started out with Capital Buddy Limo. Okay, that's how I started. And one day, and I mean, I was wearing a suit. I had a different style of hat, but I looked like a chauffeur. And I would go down and stand in front of the Hyatt on New Jersey Avenue. And one day, I was standing there and somebody say you show. I said, yeah, I drive. And a lawyer was walking by me from Nashville, Tennessee. He said, you drive, that's your car? He said, man, I need you. I need you to pick some people up for me. And then Uber and Lyft. California citizen. You lived on Pennsylvania Avenue. That wasn't no joke. You wouldn't even recognize Pennsylvania Avenue now. You wouldn't even recognize it. Matter of fact, you would be hard for you to recognize. You wouldn't recognize some of the city. We had this dope dealer named Rayful Edmonds. He just got out. Rayful Edmonds just got out. Okay. And him and Alonzo Mourning was just like this at Georgetown. Alonzo was playing for Georgetown. I tell you, and it's right after the guy at Maryland, Len Bias, had just died. Len Bias got caught up with this coke dealer and was smoking crack, and he got drafted by Boston and died. Right? So Alonzo Mourning and Rayful Edmonds was just like this. And John Thompson went on television and say, anybody know Rayful Edmonds? Tell him I want him in my office now. Okay? John Thompson got on TV and said, anybody know Rayful Edmonds? Tell him I want him in my office now. You're going to leave my players alone. And he left them alone too. Sure did. Sure did. Sure did. Because Rayful Edmonds and Alonzo Mourning was just like this. Just like this. And he was one of the biggest dope dealers in the district. Sure did. Showed and here's the thing. Here's the crazy part. His mama lived at 4th and M Street Northeast, right on the corner. At 4th and M Street Northeast, right? And the police went right around the corner, man, and took an old abandoned building, and that's where they set up and wiretapped everything he got. They was right around the corner from him, and they didn't even know that building was where the police was monitoring everything he was doing. And he got hooked up with this white girl, man, and that was his downfall. She ended up flipping on him. That's how he got caught. That's for real. Okay? All right. But anyway, man, thank y'all for joining me. Thank you so very much. Okay, for coming up in here. But We got a golden opportunity now, man, to come together as a people, good people. If the good people could come together right now, man, we could stamp all of this craziness overnight. We can get rid of it. Okay? Thank you, thank you, thank you, Ty. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Listen, y'all, it's not, look, let me show you something. There's an article in the Washington Post. This was 2018. Man, I knew, I was so broke when I went and took this picture right here. My bicycle is right at my feet. I had to ride my bicycle to Martin Luther King because I didn't even have money to get on the bus. Okay? I didn't even have money to get on the bus, man. My bicycle is right at my feet right there. And I just knew when this story hit in the Washington Post magazine, man, my life is going to change. And it was a bam, just like that. Didn't get no play from it. Okay? Didn't get. San Diego is up in the house. Thank you, thank you. Who is it? Colleen. Thank you for joining me. Desiree, thank you for joining me. Okay. Hey, I see you. Thank you for the subscribe, man. Thank you. But no, that's the truth. And let me tell y'all, my kids now are 41 and 40. Last time I saw my kids' mama, they was 2 and 3. And I couldn't tell you right now if she's dead or alive. Almost over 35 years. I can't tell you. And when I saw that she didn't want to be involved, man, I just filled up as much love as I could. If I didn't have the help of my mother and my stepfather, I don't know how I would have made it as a single father. Don't know how I would have made it. And DC public schools did well by my children because I walked them halls. See, my kid, I ask my kids every day, anything I need to know? Because I hate surprises. So every day I'd ask them, anything I need to know? See, because so when we get down the road, oh, Daddy, and I'm asking you every day, is it anything I need to know? Okay? And my daughter went to Norway and my son went through Brazil, all through DC public schools. Okay? All through, man, I told y'all, where is that? I ran for mayor of DC against Marion Barry. I did. I ran for mayor of Washington, D.C. again in 1994. Matter of fact, so y'all won't think I'm lying. So you won't think I'm lying. Hold on a second. Here it is. Look here. Look at this. Look at this. Vote 94, Don Folden for mayor. I got this. This was my, didn't know nothing about a platform. That's my platform right there. That's my platform. I was a street vendor. And we had some corrupt vending cops. And I went to internal affairs and turned them in. And they told me I was lying. And I never forget, I was vending at 4th and D Street, Judiciary Square. Even before the building was there, it was a parking lot. And Sergeant Everett came over from Internal Affairs and told me, Mr. Folden, we can find no proof for your allegations. Only thing we found that you didn't want to adhere to the vending rules and regulations. And I said, Sergeant Everett, if I got to run for mayor to tell this story, I will. And he said, you know what? Don't waste your time. You're a street vendor. Ain't nobody going to listen to you. I said, what you say? He said, you're a street vendor. Man, I was offended. And Board of Election was in the building right in front of me, and I walked right in the building, said, what I got to do to run for mayor? They said, raise your right hand, here's some petition. We need 2,000 valid signatures. And I went out and got 4,000. And got about 195 votes too. Sure did. But look, this was my platform. Rehabilitation and education over incarceration. This is 1994. Okay? Rehabilitation, our elected leaders have spent billions on drug interdiction versus rehabilitation. Because we do not attack the root of the problem, we continue to place repeat offenders in already overpopulated prisons. Many times these offenders do not receive the necessary treatment to reshape or rebuild their lives. Now tell me that shit ain't happening right here today. Prisons are overcrowded. Look, as mayor, I intend to implement long-term treatment facilities, $15,000 a year for treatment versus $30,000 a year for incarceration. Treat behavior and root causes, i.e. low self-esteem, child abuse, anger, codependency, etc. Provide facilities for mothers with children, offer mandatory alcohol and drug testing. I was talking about that in 1994. And here we are 30 years later and still dealing with the same thing. 30 years later, we're still dealing with the same thing. So don't tell me, see a lot of people, oh, you ain't get but 100, but the fact is I tried. I wasn't scared to get out there. That's when I found out it wasn't no such thing as democracy. Because if you didn't have no money, I remember that was when Marion Barry, Sharon Pratt Kelly was the mayor. Okay, she was the mayor at that time, and John Ray was a council person. This was like his 4th time running for mayor. In fact, this was the first time a mayoral candidate raised $1 million. One day we was up at DuPont Circle at this gay forum, and they only wanted to hear from Ray, Barry, Kelly, and Carol Swartz, who was the Republican candidate. Right? I was a Democrat at that time. No, indeed. That's a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week job. I ain't got time for them fools, man. I ain't giving up my life for them. Politics is 24/7, 365. You ain't got no rest as no power, especially as mayor. Okay? But it was about 5 fringe candidates. The ones that didn't raise a whole, if you don't raise no money, they're going to call you a fringe candidate. So they only had 4 chairs on the stage. Ray, Barry, Kelly, and Swartz. So I'm sitting there watching all these other candidates talk about how disappointed they were that we couldn't participate in this forum, and and they got up and made their little speech and left. And since I was the last one, I said, man, I ain't going nowhere. And I got up on the stage and sat down in the chair. Derek McGinty, the first time he was a news anchor, very first time I met him, Derek McGinty was the moderator. So I went and sat in one of the chairs for the 4 candidates that was coming. And police officer came up, can I talk to you? I said, any talking you gonna do to me, do it now, because I ain't moving. So finally, McGinty say, can somebody bring a chair up here on stage for this guy? And they brought a folding chair up, and I just slid over in the chair. But this gay guy told Mayor Kelly, said, Mayor Kelly, this dead rat has been on the playground for 2 weeks, and reached under his chair and grabbed a plastic bag and said, and I got it and I'm bringing it to you, and ran up to the stage with the plastic bag. And Mayor Kelly was jumped up, man, that woman, she jumped, and I'm looking, I'm like, no, he didn't. No, what? Yeah. Man, I said, motherfucker, don't you ever disrespect a black woman like that again in front of me. Get up, goddammit, and apologize. And he looked up. I said, motherfucker, get up right now and goddamn apologize. Man, that dude got up and took his hat off and said, Mayor Kelly, I apologize. I'm sorry. I was wrong. And I said, don't you ever do that shit again. And from that day, man, the next day, Mayor Kelly called me in her office, and she said, and her husband was in the back of the room and didn't say shit. And she said, Mr. Folden, you're the only person that stood up. Thank you. And at that time, I was parked right out in front of her office. Man, they was kicking my ass with tickets. Shit. I ain't get another ticket. Not one ticket did I get. Okay? All right? Dick Van, thank you for joining me. But that's I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. That's the truth. That's the truth. So well, you say I struggled in life by my bad choices, but turned it around. Our son was murdered, not living well, but I've done worse. Well, man, sometimes it's the adversity that shapes your character. How you deal with adversity, man, is what makes your character. And either you're gonna stand up and fight it, or you're gonna fold. And obviously, you said that you've done worse and you turned it around, so obviously you didn't fold. Okay? So it's adversity is what shapes your character, man. That's what makes you the person that you are. How you deal with adversity. Okay? All right? That's how you and see, and you notice when you start fighting adversity at first, man, it's hard as hell. But after a while, you get used to it. It don't faze you no more. You don't panic. See, when you first start dealing with adversity, man, the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna panic. You're gonna trip because you're dealing with some shit that you ain't used to dealing with. But that's the one thing, man, I'm grateful that my wife is in the Philippines, because I wouldn't want her to have to go through this. I wouldn't want her to have to go through this. Okay, JD, thank you for joining me, man. All right, so it's how you handle it. See, adversity guards the door to success. If success was so easy, how come everybody ain't successful? Because adversity guards the door to success. Man, when you get close to the door of success, shit gonna go haywire in your life. And see, a lot of people want to blame the devil, but you just close to the door of success. And it's trying to see if you really want to get in. Because if you really want to get in, man, you're going to go through that shit. Man, there are days that, like today, man, I got my ass kicked. Today, yesterday, all this week, I've been getting my ass kicked. But you know what? I get up the very next morning, man, I'm going to put on my best. I'm going back. I'm going back. Because I'm going to go down with the ship. See, that's my attitude. Man, I'm going down with the ship. Fuck that. Fuck a plan B. I ain't got no plan B. I'm sticking with this here until either it's going to work or I'm going to drown trying. Okay? Okay? Colleen, thank you. No, man, giving up is the easiest thing in the world to do. Let me say, y'all, listen, I'm telling you, man, I'm going on 2 years in this hotel. And I get out here every day. I just suspended my tours because, I said, man, I'm just tired of, people telling me how good my tours are. But, I sit at the White House and I see all these black folk on other tours, and they don't even Google to see if there are any Black History tours indeed. I said, you know what, man, I'm just suspend my shit until next year. I'm going to suspend it. You want to go on my site, dcblacktours.com. It got so bad, I had to... the lady that was hosting my site, she actually built my site, and I was trying to be loyal to her, hosting, and my SSL certificate expired. And so when you Google DC Black Tours, it would say this site is impersonating to steal your stuff. So finally, I just found another hosting company. Okay? See, somebody just went to my truthconductor.tv. That's that notice that you just heard. Okay? So finally, I just said, you know what? I'm gonna find me another host. Because I've been trying to be loyal to this girl and it ain't working out. And right now, you can Google dcblacktours.com, but it's gonna take you to my website. My website gonna pop up. And I ain't got no shit either. I ain't got no shit. Look at it. It ain't no piece of shit. Ain't no piece of shit. I can show you some websites that look like shit, but mine ain't. Mine don't. And I got a hop on, hop off shuttle on my website right now that I can launch for every Black museum and monument in the city. We don't have a hop on, hop off shuttle because our stuff is in the neighborhoods. But I created one. Sure did. Okay? Sure did, man. Sure. And see, and notice I got dcblacktours.com. There's somebody from Spain on my truthconductor.tv right now. Okay? I have dcblacktours.com and I also have Capital Buddy Tours. See, Capital Buddy Tours is going to be the landing page for any Black History tour in the company. And right now, you can't go to one website and find a Black History tour anywhere in the country. They don't exist. It doesn't exist. That's why I got DC Black Tours and Capital Buddy Tours. See, DC Black Tours is going to deal with all of the tours that are in DC. Capital Buddy Tours is going to be the landing page for any Black History tour in the country. Because it don't exist to this point. There's no website that you can go to and find a Black History tour anywhere in the country. And see, and not only will I be the landing page, but I can also, because I can also go and create these tours in other cities. There's somebody from, who is this? Manila. Oh, Philippines. Philippines. My wife Filipino. Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's how I've been positive. I can show you positive that a lot of people don't want to support positive. Even at the White House, people won't put money in the bucket because what you gonna do with it? Well, maybe something else positive. Because if I do something negative with it, I'm gonna destroy myself. Because I'm being deceitful. But you won't even give me a chance to be positive. But I could put Let's Go Brandon on that sign, which means F Joe Biden. And you fill my bucket up and wouldn't care what I'm gonna do with the money. But doing something positive, what you gonna do with the money? Something else positive. Maybe get my wife here. Maybe get my wife. I ain't seen them. And see, let me tell you something, ladies. Listen, any success I got, my wife is gonna be the first one to. South Africa is in the house. Just visited my site. See, any success I have, man, my wife gonna be the first one to taste this. Ain't no other woman gonna get this before my wife. I want to see what it's like to have some debt-free sex with my own wife. I want to see how good that shit gonna be. I'm telling you. Can you imagine, man? Well, you ain't got nothing to worry about, debt-free shit. That's some good sex right there. I want to see what it's going to be like for her since she done made the sacrifice. How come I can't hold? And I could be screwing out of both legs right now. But God wouldn't bless that. Okay? God wouldn't bless that. And I have to be real about that. And if I ain't got the discipline, man, to put my head down and walk away from that temptation, I don't care how good you look. I don't care how pretty you are. Okay? Nigeria just visited my site. Okay? Nigeria. So I'm just telling y'all, man. And see, my truthconductor.tv, I'm gonna make that, and that's gonna be my app. That's gonna be my app. That's gonna be my app. Yes, it is. That's gonna be my app. I'm gonna put a radio station on there too. Man, look at all of this stuff, the ideas that I got. Just money is the only thing that I'm missing, and it's coming. Money. Money is the only thing I'm missing, because I got the ideas. And see, most folk get money and don't have no ideas that they can start manifesting. I got ideas. I told y'all, listen. This, let me show y'all. Show you my dinnerware, okay? Let me show you my dinnerware. This kind of stuff don't even exist. And see, I'm gonna put flag colors on dinnerware. I'm gonna put flag colors on dinnerware. Who is that? Hickory, North Carolina, Germany. It's in the house. I'm gonna put flag colors. I'm gonna put flag colors on my dinnerware. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I know I got something good. And like I said, I ain't even got to accessories for this. This is gonna need accessories. And I haven't even got to that. And I'm gonna tell y'all this and then I'm gonna go, because I'm getting excited now. See, an idea is a door. And you on one side, but there's a whole lot of other stuff that's on the other side. Okay? All right? No, man, I got me an old-fashioned Filipino woman, man, that don't believe in divorce. Man, and I had to marry my wife. Because I know if I get my hooks in her, she ain't going to get no divorce, because they don't believe in divorce. And if I didn't marry my wife, shit, I probably would have missed her. For real. Okay? I probably would have missed her. That's why I had to get my hooks in her, buddy. Who is this? Bahamas is in the house. Yes, indeed. I don't know what is making these people all of a sudden start visit my truthconductor.tv. And y'all, you hear it. Every time you hear that click, man, somebody's on my truthconductor.tv. Okay? All I can tell you is, man, if you believe in what you're doing, don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. And how I started getting my message all over the world, I started playing the national anthems of other countries in front of the White House, because I realized that's where the world meets. See, next year will be 50 years that I've been in D.C. Who is this? Egypt in the house, all over the world. And when I play the national anthem, the first thing they do is pick their phone up and start videoing and send my message, stop hating each other because you disagree, all over the world. That's how I get my message all over the world, playing the national anthem of other countries in front of the White House. And I got my message all over the world. A guy just told me today, man, he said, man, I saw you on BBC News last night. Egypt, Italy did an interview with me. Argentina did an interview. What was this guy? Another. Australia, Germany. Since this election, I mean, I'm probably famous internationally and don't even know it. There's Iceland. God damn. Iceland just now I got to go and post something new on my truthconductor.tv, because the whole story, man, how I done struggle, what I done been through, it's on my truthconductor.tv. It's on there. Okay? All right? Thank you, man. That's all I know. That's all I know. Because the only thing you can do is keep trying. And like I told y'all, I'm 71 years young. I've been at this for a minute. I've been at this for a minute. I didn't just start this. I've been at this for a minute. I told y'all, man, I don't know if my kid's mother is dead or alive. Last time I saw my kid's mama, they was 2 and 3 years old. They 41 and 40 right now. And they don't know if she dead or alive. They ain't seen her. She got, and I ain't got, and she ain't no stranger in my house. Paula is not a stranger in my house. I just don't know where she is. Okay? That's Croatia. I'm just, now I'm showing you the people that's coming since I'm on this here live. That's Croatia. All over the world. And nobody want to sponsor this message? That's what, nobody want to sponsor this message? And I got it all over the world? Isn't that interesting? That don't know, and somebody can come and sponsor it and instantly be known all over the world. Because I done put the work in. If you think I'm lying, Google True Conductor. You can Google my name, Don Folden. You can Google Stop Hating Each Other Because You Disagree. Google it. Google it. And see what you find. Oh my, Cambodia just came on. Something is going on. Something is going on. And man, and ain't this something that this is the 10th year of my mother's death today. It's the 10th year of my mother's death. 10 years ago, 2014, she died on this day. I dreamed about my mama last night. Miss that old girl, boy. All right, listen, man, I got to get out of here. I'll see y'all.